I'm just a cart made up of bits and pieces, a frame, a handle, and some wheels.
Oh god, make it stop. Today we need to talk about cart witnessing, guys. This stupid cart song came to my mind last day and I just had to make a video about it. It's as if the JW cart gods looked down upon me and said, "Go, testify." We all know Jehovah's Witnesses have been preaching for 140 years and they have used all sorts of methods to spread their message of hope and mass genocide. Some methods were essentially fads in that they're no longer used. Body placards, vans with huge speakers, using a radio station. Other forms of witnessing have remained to this day, such as writing letters, stopping people on the streets, and of course, knocking on doors. But using a literature cart to witness has been a fairly recent phenomenon. So sit back, relax, hit that like button and subscribe as we take a trip through memory lane and see why cart witnessing is the dumbest thing to ever exist.
Let me tell you how it feels if you could see what I see.
Cart witnessing started in New York City back in 2011 and gradually it has become a staple of the ministry. It goes like this. 2 JWs, sometimes it's 3 or 4 even, stand next to a literature cart placed in a high traffic area, where they wait until someone approaches and takes a publication. If the person is interested, the publisher can refer the person to jw.org so they can request a Bible study, or the person can just take a brochure and leave. The idea is to make yourself as visible as possible, and eventually the Holy Spirit will draw interested ones to the cart. Except the results are usually a bit underwhelming. The most you'll get from most people is a quick glance and sometimes a smile if they're feeling jolly that day. Very rarely do people stop to pick a tract, and if they do, they're usually some religious nut who wants to debate the entire New Testament on the spot, or a fellow Jehovah's Witness who happens to be on holiday. And as more people are leaving their religion, we can expect more ExJWs to approach the carts to try to plant some seeds of doubt on the unsuspecting witness, something Watchtower definitely doesn't want.
Jehovah's Witnesses are part of a cult, but you probably already know that.
Do you want to look at my Museum of Heresy, sir? Old light from the Watchtower.
Wherever people gather, count on me, 'cause I'll be there.
Cart witnessing is the easiest form of the ministry. You only have to look pretty and smile and you can easily count several hours in your monthly report. It requires no preparation from the person using the cart. Can you imagine Jesus setting up a witnessing cart at the entrance of the temple instead of, actually talking to people? But for a comparison, imagine Jesus setting up his cart out in the wilderness, in the middle of nowhere, because that's exactly what some witnesses do. Sometimes you'll see JW carts in the most lonely places, in a small park, in a corner alley, in the literal countryside. A lot of congregations reside in rural territories, the complete opposite of New York, so the carts are even less effective there. This all goes to show that for most witnesses, the cart is just an easy way to get hours in, the most painless way to fulfill your preaching obligations and go home. All you have to do is stand there for 2 hours, have a little gossip with your partner, and voila, your place in paradise is guaranteed. A potato could be set right next to the cart and do the exact same job. This is such a joke. If Watchtower's main objective was really to put out their urgent message to as many people as possible, they could find much more effective methods. Rent a billboard, run an advertisement on TV. Yeah, these methods would cost money, but producing cards also costs money. Printing books also cost money, and the results are lackluster. No return for your investment. It's apparent by now that Watchtower's main interest is to keep its current members busy, to keep them turning in that hamster wheel, because if they stay away from the ministry routine for a few weeks, they might realize, hey, I don't need to waste my time with this singing cart.
What a feeling to go wheeling. I'm so glad to be a public witness card.
If this abomination is not powered by magic, I don't know what is.